Hi guys, can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything okay? I think so. Nobody's staring at anyway. So yeah, I had the offer for you today to do a Zoom chat with me for my premium members only, at the moment at least. And yeah, I opened it and I waited and nobody came. And I was a little, well, disappointed, a little bummed out. I don't know why, because I know learning a language is it's work, no matter how fun it is, it's work. Even for the most motivated students, I know that. And people are shy, they don't want to make mistakes, especially when a native speaker is in the room. I get it, yeah. But on the other hand, I offered it, not the first time, by the way. And I also offered it on Zoom many times before in like groups and stuff. Sometimes people come, and mostly they don't, they're shy. They don't want to open the camera and they're not talking or coming and leaving in a second and stuff like this. And today nobody came, even though I announced it quite early. Yeah, I think maybe I have to do it more. Yeah, more aggressive. Yeah. But anyway, nobody came. I was like, oh no, nobody is here. Last time I did it, there was a really, really nice girl. We had a great Zoom together. And this is what bothers me most because I know that when people come normally, when we do this kind of Zooms or lives and stuff, they enjoy it, I must say. Almost all the time, people say they're so thankful and saying, oh, thank you so much for this Zoom or for this live or, for helping me learning some German. And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's what I'm doing. So when people come and they're not afraid, then it's going really well and they never regret it. Nobody, as far as I think at least, or as they tell me, nobody is like, oh, why did I come? Everybody enjoys it, and I try at least to make the learning experience good. So yeah, I don't know. It's a little strange that nobody came, but on the other hand, there are so many offers out there for so many things, and I'm not joining them too, even though I like the idea of knowing something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it. Anyway, so I want today to not lose the time. I marked in my calendar for this. So this is why I was thinking about continuing with our little script and talking about Anrede and Höflichkeit, okay? So even, I don't know if somebody's here yet, but that's not the first time. Oh, I hope I'm not making something wrong here. I think it's okay. Give me a sec. Okay, don't forget you can download this for free on my Gumroad. You just have to go there and check it out, and then you put a 0 for the price, and then you can download it. Or something else, of course, also. Yeah, thanks in advance if you choose to also help this channel out a little bit, but you don't have to, of course. So, Ruby und Karim in der Bäckerei, it's the first short story. It's the one that you will find when you go to my playlist, yeah? Short stories A1, A2, Karim und Ruby. And last time, on my last live stream, we did the reading and also some exercises. And I wanted to do at least a little bit because, as I said, I planned 45 minutes today to do the live, the Zoom, and therefore I think I will use this 30 minutes, 20, 25 minutes for teaching you something really important, which is how to communicate in German on a polite level. Okay, so I have here little text, you can check it out, it's in English, but you can also listen to me because I want to tell you that like in many other languages, yeah, the longer you say a sentence or a question or a remark, the more polite you are. Okay, politeness is very important. Let's make this bigger, like this. To say politeness is very important in German language. It's in every language, politeness is important. I think, yeah, you can agree or disagree. But I think what they mean is that you have kind of a distant relationship with people, also in the German language. If you don't know them, yeah, if they are strangers or you are in a shop, or if you have a different kind of status, like in other languages as well. The things you will learn immediately when you check out your first A1 book or booklet, you will have Bitte and Danke, okay? So, please and thank you. To be honest, Danke is okay, but it is a little bit short. Yeah, so what can we say? Of course, we can say Dankeschön. Yeah, Oops. Danke. Dankeschön. We can also say vielen Dank. Yeah, thanks a lot. Vielen Dank. This makes it already nicer. That's what I just said. The longer your sentence, the better, right? So, Dankeschön, vielen Dank. Of course, we have some other things that are a little over the top, yeah, like herzlichen Dank. Herzlichen Dank. Thanks from the heart, so to speak. That's too much. Yeah. But still, you can find it somewhere, maybe in a script or somebody says it to you. It can happen. So, this is this. And then we have bitte. Bitte has two, at least two meanings, uh, even more, but I don't want to overdo it now. So bitte is a response to danke. Yeah, so somebody says danke, you say bitte. So let's say here response to danke. And here also we can say to not make it too short, because we said the shorter, the more unpolite something is. So other options would be maybe to say bitteschön. Bitteschön. Or something else we could say, especially if you did something for somebody and the other person says thank you and so on, we can say gerne, with pleasure. I did it with pleasure. Gerne, or we can say gern geschehen. Yeah, gern geschehen. Like this. Let's make it smaller so you can see. Okay, so this is, oh, warning, the stream's current bitrate is lower. Well, nobody's here anyway, so it's okay, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Huh, okay. So, genau, also gerne, gern geschehen. Many other options also. We can say sehr gerne. And I will give you another one, an insight, which is interesting because you think it's polite, but sometimes it can be the opposite. I will show you in a second. So, also, bitte can be a response, and I gave you some other options. Let me just do it like this. This is the one thing, and the other one would be to say for asking for a favor or asking for something. So it is, can you do this, please? Yeah, this kind of bitte, not responding, but saying please do this, or asking for something. Yeah. For example, einen Kaffee bitte, classical example. Einen Kaffee bitte. Yeah, this is the second one. And here, don't say einen Kaffee bitte schön. It sounds a little strange. Maybe it's okay, but try not to use that. So, danke and bitte. Okay, what else do we have in the script here? People often use bitte and danke, okay? And then we have the formal address, which is Sie. Really important, Sie, to show respect. If you don't know somebody, do it in a friendly tone, say Sie, and make a little small talk. That's more than enough. Don't overdo it. Don't be buddy-like or whatever. No, don't. Yeah? So, as I said, friendly tone, a small, polite phrase can help to make the conversation really pleasant and respectful. And now we come to the longer version of politeness. Yeah? So, for example, könnten Sie mir bitte helfen? Could you help me, please? Is one of the most polite versions of asking for help. Of course, we can also say Hilfe if you're drowning or something. Yeah, Hilfe, help. Yeah. So this would be the one. Hilf mir, imperative. It's A1 grammar, right? Hilf mir or helft mir or helfen Sie mir would be a total emergency in imperative, okay? So same thing. We say all those things, but we say bitte, the bitte we just said before. Helft mir bitte, please help me. Someone stole my purse or whatever, whatever, yeah? So you say a bitte. Those are absolute emergencies, yeah? And nobody asks you to be polite if you have an emergency, yeah? Hilfe, helft mir, and so on. Next one. Hilfst du mir bei, what can we say, A1 level? Hilfst du mir beim Kochen? Ja, hilfst du mir heute beim Kochen? Are you helping me with cooking today? Hilfst du mir heute beim Kochen? Not unpolite, but it's a little demanding already. Yeah, even though it's not meant to be. So we have here verb, subject, and this is it. And now you can check out, okay, so Anna gave us here this pattern. Könnten Sie mir bitte helfen, which is super polite. But let's pretend you're talking to a friend or family member. You could also say, könntest du mir heute beim Kochen helfen? Okay. Könntest du mir heute beim Kochen helfen? Could you help me today? I'm so busy. Please help me and so on. Ja, könntest du mir bitte? This is that. And of course, when you are talking to a stranger, you have to make it double polite by using the Sie. Könnten Sie mir bitte helfen? I think this is clear, and theoretically, we could also make it even longer. Maybe you think it's not possible, but it is. This is not A level, but I want to give it to you so you can see how the politeness works, right? So, wärst du bitte so nett, mir beim Kochen zu helfen? Yeah, this is B1 level, B1 plus. I'm not saying this to make you say it. I'm just showing you that it was not exaggerated when I said before, the longer the sentence, the more politeness we have here. Okay, so this is it, I think. What you have to keep in mind, we said here, I think we said it. Yeah, we said here, okay, a long sentence is polite, we have vocabulary that is polite, okay, okay. But a friendly tone is also important. Yeah. For example, even if you use the longest, like really the longest possible conjunctive 2 politeness sentence, if your tone is different, I will give you an example. Moment, I will make it super long. Like this. Yeah, you can read it, of course. I'm writing it here. And if someone says it like this, imagine you are, I don't know, studying with a study group or with a teacher in a group and you're not paying attention. And the teacher says, wärst du bitte so nett und würdest, oh, one second, und würdest, sorry, und würdest mir zuhören? Ja, wärst du bitte so nett und würdest mir zuhören? Of course, when you think as a beginner, oh, so much conjunctive 2, this is so nice. It's not. Especially when you say it like I just said it. Wärst du bitte so nett und würdest mir zuhören? It's contradicting. Would you be so nice and listen to me when I try to teach you something? You know, it's contradicting and therefore it is sarcasm. It's a sarcastic. Yeah. This is a little different. Of course, you need some feeling on the language before you can determine what is sarcastic, what not. But this definitely is, yeah. Or a mother is cooking every day for her kids, right? And or for her partner, and then she says, "Wärst du bitte so nett, mir beim Kochen heute zu helfen?" Yeah. If the tone is slightly sarcastic like this or goes up, you can feel the aggressiveness, yeah, the German aggressiveness people talk about sometimes, yeah. So a long sentence just saying does not. Hello, dear Leah. Oh, hi. Nice for you to be here. Thanks. Yeah, we're talking about Anrede and Höflichkeit. If you have questions, you can leave them, of course, in the chat. So, a long sentence is not a guarantee that a German person is polite. Yeah, can also be sarcastic. Okay, we have here some sentences, and I want you to check them out, try to understand them, of course, and then we will see if they are polite or unpolite, okay? And then we finished for this session because it was an unplanned one, as I said before. Okay, Nummer 1. Guten Morgen. Könnten Sie mir bitte einen Schwarztee bringen? So, what do you think? Is this polite or unpolite? I'm waiting now because somebody is here, which I'm really happy. Ja. Könnten Sie mir bitte einen Schwarztee bringen? Gut. Richtig. Ja, sehr gut. It's polite, right? We have here the conjunctive. Könnten Sie and the verb at the end, right? Könnten Sie. Sehr gut. Since you are here, could you also make it neutral or unpolite? What would be an unpolite way to ask for a tea? Only if you can. If you can't, I give you the answer, of course. So maybe you are in Germany or somebody is in Germany watching this, and of course, when you go to the counter and you say Schwarztee, yeah, oder ein Schwarztee, like this. Ein Schwarztee. No bitte, no danke, nothing. So this is the unpolite version. Okay, nächstes. I cannot unfortunately. It's okay. This is A1. Don't think about it. You will learn everything you want to in this session. Just try and it's fine. Next one. Ich will jetzt zahlen. Sofort. Is it polite or unpolite? Ich will jetzt zahlen. Sofort. It is nicht polite. Genau, es ist nicht polite. Es ist nicht höflich, ja? Polite, by the way, learning new adjectives mean höflich. Höflich is an adjective and means polite. Es ist nicht höflich, ja? Ich will jetzt zahlen sofort. Of course, if you cannot do it more polite because you are A1, but you want to be a little bit nice to the people around you, of course you can say zahlen bitte. Ja, zahlen bitte, cash please, right? Like this. Ich will's. Or you can make a normal modal sentence. You don't have to make it Konjunktiv 2. Kann ich bitte zahlen? That's okay too, yeah. This is a typical modal verb, which is A1, yeah, A1 level, and it's polite enough, especially for German learners. But don't say, ich will jetzt zahlen, sofort, immediately. It's not nice. Don't do that. Okay, next one. It's also in the script, by the way. You can download the script on my Gumroad for free if you want to work with me. Genau, nächstes. Entschuldigung, haben Sie auch Zitrone für den Tee? Höflich oder nicht höflich? Entschuldigung, haben Sie auch Zitrone für den Tee? Höflich. Genau, ja, es ist höflich. It is not totally the most polite one, ja. The most polite one would be, I can give you just as practice. Könnte ich bitte Zitrone für den Tee haben, for example? Für den Tee haben? Like this, yeah? Could I please have lemon for the tea? Yeah, for example. If you want to keep it with do you have, you can put a little word in between. Haben Sie, and here in between you can say eventuell. Do you eventually, if it's not an issue, have some lemon for me? This kind of thing, yeah, to make it a little more polite even. But you're right, this is also polite. If you have questions in between, you can of course let me know. Okay, nächstes. Habt ihr keine Zitrone? Das ist ja schlecht. Höflich oder unhöflich? Höflich. Höflich? Are you sure? Habt ihr keine Zitrone? Das ist ja schlecht. Das ist unhöflich, nicht höflich. This is not polite. When I translated one by one, you don't have lemons? This is bad. This is a bad thing. Or this is unfortunate, so to speak. This is really direct. Ja, das ist ja schlecht. We don't say it. Schlecht is really negative, a really negative term. Schlecht means bad. Yeah, so this is considered not polite. Of course, when you're a customer and you have some right to express a critique, that's normal, right? But we could say, das ist ja schade. Schade. This is unfortunate. Don't say schlecht, because schlecht is like super negative, right? Ihr habt keine Zitrone. Even better to say, Sie haben keine Zitrone. We are polite. We don't know the waiter or the person, right? Sie haben keine Zitrone. This is why we are talking with Sie to make it even politer, right? Die Anrede. So, Sie haben keine Zitrone. Ach, schade. Oh, das ist ja schade. This is a critique, but it's polite enough. Okay, Darf ich bitte zahlen? Vielen Dank. Höflich oder nicht höflich? 100% höflich. Ja, das ist höflich. Ja, du hast recht. You are right. Du hast recht. Darf ich bitte zahlen? Is completely fine. Of course, we learned there's always a way to make it even more polite, to make it 110% polite. So it would be theoretically, dürfte ich bitte zahlen? Ja, dürfte. Konjunktiv 2. You learned this in A2, I think. Check out my grammar course, of course. A1 and A2 is completed and for free. Everything you need to know. Dürfte ich bitte zahlen? Could I pay, please? Vielen Dank is totally fine also. Next one. Bring mir einen Schwarztee. Höflich oder nicht höflich? Bring mir einen Schwarztee. Nicht höflich. Genau, ja, nicht höflich. First of all, it's imperative. Imperative is also in my A1 grammar. It's important, good grammar for giving advice, giving orders, but imperative is really short. It's really unpolite, especially when we are saying bring mir. Ugh, talking to a stranger like that. Yeah, in Germany. No, no, no. So, if you have to say it like this, at least say bringen Sie mir einen Schwarztee, bitte. Which is also a little iffy, but it's a little bit better, ja? Bringen Sie mir einen Schwarztee bitte. Well, not the best choice, but it's a little better, ja? And of course, even more better choices would be even shorter, but still more polite. Ein Schwarztee bitte. Oder einen Schwarztee, to be correct. Einen Schwarztee bitte. So even a shorter version like this, einen Schwarztee bitte, even that is more polite than saying, bring mir einen Schwarztee. Yeah, this is why in the beginning of my lesson here, I said to you, the length normally is more polite, of course, that's what we learn, but not always, yeah. Sometimes the tone and what we're saying is more important than the length of a sentence. So, einen Schwarztee bitte is better than imperativ. And the most polite version of it would be, ich hätte gerne einen Schwarztee bitte, yeah, for example. Or we could say, könnte ich bitte einen Schwarztee haben or bekommen, ja? Oder bestellen, to order, many options, ja? But in Konjunktiv 2, could I please get a black tea? Okay? Gut. And the last one, Kaffee, weiß. Höflich oder nicht höflich? Kaffee, weiß. Nicht höflich as well. Genau, ja. Nicht höflich. Ach ja, Kaffee. Hamza, do you know what Kaffee weiß means? I think you do, but I don't know you, so I'm just asking. If someone says Kaffee weiß, if you don't, it's okay. If you do, it's also okay. So, for everybody who's watching, Kaffee weiß ist Kaffee mit Milch, ja? Ka Kaffee mit Milch. Also Kaffee weiß, Kaffee schwarz ohne Milch, ja? So, Kaffee weiß is too short to be polite. With a little word, with a little bitte, yeah? This would be much, much better. You don't have to make it super long. It doesn't have to be a production, especially when you are in a busy cafe shop or whatever, yeah? Kaffee weiß bitte. Of course, the voice goes a little up, a little smile, and then the short one is also okay, yeah? Kaffee weiß bitte. Okay. Um, this is it. Any questions? We're almost finished because, as I said, this was a spontaneous thing because my live Zoom offer was not received so well. But yeah, this is the script. You can check it out. And here is the German version. And you can see Karim is trying really hard to be polite with the lady, right? He says, or they say, zwei Stück bitte, or mit Zitrone bitte, you know. Auf Wiedersehen. And the lady, that's the point of the script, of course, is not really nice. She's really short, yeah? Das macht 7,30 € for example. Or gut, zusammen, ja? Like super rude, super short. This is the point. So I think this lesson is really helpful for you to get into the real conversation, yeah, with Germans, especially in the industry of, yeah, Dienstleistung, coffee or restaurants and so on. Okay, so Hamza, thank you so much for coming. It was really nice to interact with somebody. I don't have this so often. Sometimes I do, and I'm really happy every time. So I really appreciate you being here, and I hope your studies go well. It's all clear. I've just checked out your channel and I found it really. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate this nice feedback. I try really hard and I know that people would benefit from it if more people would come, but I'm not good with, I don't know, marketing, SEO, I don't know. I try, but I put much focus on the teaching and not on the advertising, which is why I only have one student today here, but I'm really happy. Good luck with your studies. And if you have questions under my videos, you can ask anytime. I always answer. Vielen Dank. Sehr gerne. Okay, and there's another viewer, I think. Any questions from somebody else? If not, I would leave. I wait 30 seconds and then I'm going. Okay, good. So if I do something like this, I will announce it a little bit earlier. Maybe it's my fault for not announcing it right. I don't know. I have to practice this a little bit, but I will announce it. I also plan to do this more often, so stay tuned and I will see you very soon, okay? Tschüss!